Hello and welcome. Sorry about that. I had a phone call from real life and now I've popped across the wall. Why am I struggling? Because I'm not connected. I thought I'd actually clipped onto that. Right, yes, I've popped across here. I've started the... I had to pop out, so I've literally started the equipment again, and there's still lots to do, so I thought, let's get a bit of work done over here. We've got some... Gordon Bennett, hash job or what? Yeah, we've got some potatoes and such like to do, and I thought, well, let's do a run of water. Let's have a quick look. And yeah, there's a few things that we need to do. Obviously, the soybeans are out. So, oh no, I didn't actually put any trees there. That is true. Right, let's have a look. Potatoes. I think we were running low on, and we have got some more left. Yeah, we are 15. Wow, nearly actually there with the water. That should be it. Canola, barley, oats. Now, what are we doing with the oats? Oat drink. Of course we are. Yeah, smashing canola oil, which wants selling in November. Unless we find something to do with the canola oil. I'm trying to think if there is anything that I can think of that you do. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of productions, but, like specific ones quite a lot of the time. Right, let's pull that forwards. So, yeah. Got to get better at my productions, at learning, doing new ones. I've got the potato one on Attingham. I ran into problems with not having any chicken, so that's a bit. And I tried removing all the things. There's something with the map. There's a limit that doesn't seem to lift even if you sell things. So, right, potatoes. Just getting the last of the old out, and we're doing the new. That is true. If we have got enough to last us over the and then some, yeah. Let's see how much we've got left in here. Yeah, and I do think I am right. For realism, I'd like to get rid of this. I love these for a moment on, but again, it is that thing of trying to go for a bit more realism. So we've got also some oats. 13 tons. Okay, is there enough room in the thing? I can't remember. Oh wow, yeah, 50 odd tons. Although it does get through them quite a lot. Does these bring in quite a lot of money? I think, yeah, we put the rest of the... We did, yeah, the last of the silages in the hopper. So we should have a really good payout today. Right, 35 tons, so 15 tons left of those. Let's have a quick look and see what the limit of the oats is if we're there. I know to begin with there was that limit and we reached it. So I'm well chuffed with this 35 tonner. It is really good for a starting trailer. Well chuffed. It's really seen us through where we've not really been worried or needed anything else. I'm really glad I say it's a shame about the harvester not liking. That's the one thing that is a little bit annoying. Why am I not getting out and checking like I said? Right, so oats 29 out of 50, canola 10. Oats, then we can actually, let's grab the oats out so we know where they are. Yeah, if we can get everything out of that, then that would be fantastic. We can literally take it across the road and then we'll move that out of the way. The multi-fruits, I think I might put that in a different place as well, because obviously that gets in the way, as we found. Well, it's quite a slow... I imagine when you look at the trailer, actually what it does do, it's not surprising it's a bit of a slow release. Just that little tiny, like a gully, an alleyway in the middle, where it all pops out like a conveyor belt. Yeah. Are we going to go into a time lapse for this? I think we may, because there's going to be a lot with the a lot with the potatoes. It's going to take a while. It really is. And then of course we've got to do the belts thing. Am I going to... Should I stop recording for a bit? Is that the wisest thing to do whilst we... No, that goes against the grain totally. Yeah, I'm trying to optimise my style, but I still really do like to show you everything and to time lapse it if it's going to go on a little bit. But yeah, there are sometimes this is not a massive map, so I just think I'm being silly. Right. Oh no. See, that's what I'm on about. Ah, no, that was the right one. 16 tons. No, it won't be 79 litres. Yeah, let's take the oats. Smash it. Right, that's the point. What have we got in the silo? Let's have a quick look to see what we've got in there. Ah, we've emptied the grass from the other one. 16 tons of taters, 79 litres of that, 1,480 seeds, 70. No, that's in the diesel tank. So not a lot. A few seeds. Oh, and a bit of lime. Nothing that's terrible. Yes, I think we probably will definitely buy that tool now that does everything. So it's a horn topper, and it actually lifts them and puts them onto the ground as well. Really, really, I'm quite impressed with the Grimmy bag. I really am. I include in this trailer. It's fantastic. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know, concentrate. Right, okay. Let's go. So we need to grab. Have we got anything? No, we've got rid of all of our containers that we could have still used on the back had we have not been such a rush to get rid of them as we did do. Right, the one thing we can do though is we can get in this. Now then, which way do I need to be going? Forwards. I don't want to be falling off the edge of the map. Right, and we want to unfold you. Yeah, this is going to take a while. So I am going to say my words. I will be manoeuvring these in the field, but we shall, yeah, we're going to harvest the field, I think, with this. Absolutely. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Just thought, yeah, we were talking about sheds earlier, so let's go and do something interesting. We can leave the worker working. I was just, yeah, I couldn't think of anything. So this is going to be the main focus. I've got sheds over there. I'm trying to think of the best possible place. I think where I'm going to need, I'm going to do something that we have got, not on a scale that we have got. I'm going to grab one of the Lords all-in-one production, which is fantastic for producing wool, cloth, fabric, and then of course we can do it to the tailor. Now it does both things, which in the base game would be about 160 grand, not to mention the fact that they take up a lot of room. So one of those buildings, obviously it's slow, but then again so is the base game one, so that's 25 grand. I'm not going to place that now, but we do need our sheds. So then let's go into build mode. Let's have a look around. Bearing in mind I'll need to save some space for the Lords. In fact, I'm going to have a bit of a... Yeah, because we all know the only bad thing is about things like this is that you cannot put things always where you want to. So you like save yourself some space and then you think, oh, actually I can't. Yeah, this is what I mean. Ah, right, so it could go. Right, so there's bits where the old residue of whatever that was there, that somehow that is still not good. So it will allow us to do that, and that's still classed as road type thing. So right, whoa, that is really... Ah, also it does that thing where if you go on to something... Right, so there's room there. Yeah, wow, that is bad. And again here. Oh, no, it will... Right, okay, so let's have a look then at sheds. And also bear in mind... That's true, I wonder if it will let us put sheds... Yeah, what's American style? Although, yeah, some of it isn't about... The easy sheds are fantastic because of their profile. That's why I like them. It's not about... Ooh, imagine this is big. Yeah, and that same thing with this. That object problem. Although there is also the... No, that's too big. So, sheds, there's not a lot of... It's going to be small. No, no, that's not small. Right, so we need the Bavarian pack. I love those 8 grand ones. Now I've got that rotate mod thing on. Ah, it does work as well. Do we take those trees off, or do we leave them? Those bins going to cause trouble. I think we can get to it. I think we probably can. For now, I think we're going to do that. Now these sometimes float. Now that looks perfect. Smashing. Now let's go down there and see. Yeah, sometimes on these, on Hobo's Hollow, they you could see underneath the. Yeah, it's almost like it floats, but it is the design. It really is. So there's not much I can do about it. Ah, I did. Yeah, there's a bit of bleed with a tree. I did think I was a bit close. Ah. Okay, we may have to chop that one. I was trying to leave them on without harassing them, but I think I may have to chop the one. Ah, it really is in the wall. Okay. These are thick walls then. Can we get to it? Let's see. Ah, you can. What I always say about realism. Yes, please turn away for 1 second, because this is a tad unrealistic, but yeah, there's not much I can do about this, unfortunately. Right. Please forgive me for my, yes, oh, my life. Right, okay, let's quickly go and grab our tree begun and quickly sell the evidence of this. Yeah. Now that we need to slow down. It does not like you to run with this beast. In fact, it does. This thing doesn't like to do anything at all. It's yeah, it's beastly. Do we need to? No, I don't like chopping trees unless. Yes, the a day or two, and the platinum pack will be dropping. So, ooh, is that not? Yeah, it is. Let's drop you down. Oh no, no, no. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. This thing is a beast. If it's on the floor... Yeah, in fact, let me just show you what I mean. That is a powerful force. Lift it up, though, and all of a sudden the irresistible force goes away, see? But it is quite amazing. Now it's me now. But yeah, it is quite amazing, the power of this thing. Oh, it really does nullify mods and do all sorts of weird and wonderful things. I have got the utmost respect for it. You've got to be careful where you place it. You really have. Right, let me put that behind there. Right, okay, let's have a look. Is that alright? Is that all gear? For starters, oh, we've got a bit of a problem there, but you know, I think I do like these, apart from the floaty thing. It's really strange. I don't understand what that's about, but yeah, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do. Yeah, it's only yeah, it's not floating all the way, but it is in places. It's not floating there. It's not floating there, but then it floats just like the concrete, or it looks like it is. It looks like there's like a you can't see under it, but you sort of can. It's quite amazing. Right, so we've got 2 sheds. That's for starters. Should we have a bit of a tidy up? Yeah, let's grab some stuff and stick it in, I think. Because this is a beaut. It is. I'm looking forward to using this Massey. I do love my telehandlers. Right, let's stick you to the back. Yeah, between the 2 lots of sheds, I think we're probably now alright. It's not too bad on this end, actually. Not really. Got a shovel, yeah. Do we need a shovel? No, it's just sheep. Not really. Right, so next session we've got some grass work to do, and how much is that field? I know it's expensive because it's still not small. Let's have a quick look. Well, we have got a few minutes. Let's also spy on the worker. Let's make sure that they're still going around and around. Yeah, or she's actually doing the ups. So how much does field 21 cost? It's still big, isn't it? Is it on par with the... It's bigger. Whoa, it is really large. Yeah, it is actually. It's bigger than I think it is. So it's not small, but it's not a monster like some of the others. Right. So we can put the lorts, say, here in this corner, and then there's a big courtyard where we can't really do anything, where it won't let us because of whatever was here originally. Yeah, there's some residue of something that's, yeah, it's not allowing us to do anything, which is bizarre, very strange. Right. I know what we can do. Yes, we can delete. No, I'll delete the courses off camera, but I could do that. That's what I was threatening. We have got a little bit of money. Oh, we do need to shift the mowers out of the way, though. There is a... Yeah, we've got a tractor across the road. It's not the most powerful, but it'll do nicely. Right, let's drop back. In fact, yeah, we've got a shed now. Let's stick that away. Just seem a bit silly to be buying sheds and then not using them. Yeah, there's not enough, though. I love the Bavarians, but they're not massive. Very deep, though. That's one thing I do love about them. Fantastic for that. I don't suppose we've got that many in, but we've still got a lot over the road where, yeah, it can be split between the two. In fact, to be honest, I would imagine this is probably more going to get... I don't know, no, yeah, across the road as well. Yeah, they're not terribly wide, they're more deep than wide. And I'm not a massive fan of like stacking, where you got to put one thing, because then you've got to unstack. It just seems totally pointless to me when you got... Yeah, I mean, I know that sometimes if you've only got one shed, where you stack one thing and then you stack something else before it, but yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that particular type of thing. Now then, let's fold that away. Let's be good. Let's stick this in there. Yeah, it is nice to put roots down. We've got 50,000. Yeah, we're not doing badly. I'm quite pleased because this is hard economy. This is not a snippet, and we've still only got the one. Well, yeah, the BGA is a production too, but it's weird. It is a production, but it's part of the furniture to me because I usually have that almost in every single Let's Play. Right, those are mowers. That's what I was after. Yeah, let's shift these out of the way, and then we'll put the road in. Yeah, so that these workers don't keep crashing into this here, but I don't want to go mad with it. Now then, can this cope with the weight? Yeah, can. Couldn't possibly use this lot, but it can carry it. Yeah, the RDMR is the one thing about it. It's a beautiful thing. It is really supposed to go on the back, but in its defence, I do think this would be believable even on the front because it's got wheel support. Maybe the lifting of it would be a little bit... Yeah, it really is a back mower. But when you think it rolls on the floor with wheels in the front of it, I don't think it's that much of a stretch. Maybe just there would be the carrying like this, which... maybe a little bit naughty. You just stop cycling through these things. Oh dear. Yeah, that's the one thing I love the 1313 mod that's just dropped, the lorry. It's fantastic. Are we hitting something? No, this is really tall. But like this, I hate that where you cycle through things where you've got control group right door. It's such a pain. I know it adds detail and all the rest, and it is just yeah. When you're trying to go through your implements, I just find it such a bad. So one thing that I used to, yeah, I would think the Syntrack, in my personal opinion, is probably one of the best tractors in the game for adaptability. But again, it's that puts me off it a little bit. Is that cycling through the bits and bobs? Now, why am I? Yeah, I don't need this anymore. It can actually stay in the shed. Yeah, I don't like cycling through those type of things. Even if it does add a little bit more realism of doors opening and such like that, it's the game element I find that it interferes with that. Right then, I think that is. Should we go a little higher? Right. Okay. So then, landscaping, painting, and did we go with white? Yeah, I want it to be... Yeah, I don't want it to be too... It's... Oh, okay. Won't let me do it in places. Ooh. Oh, is it that? It is. This is what I was saying about how powerful that thing is. It's a beast. It stops everything in its tracks. And what on earth? It's almost like the black hole. It's got such a range on it as well. Right, should we try again? Wow, you just would not believe that that thing was capable of that, but it certainly is. Right. Don't understand why sometimes this does a really narrow thing and then other times it's really broad. Now then, let's look that away. Yeah, I don't want this to be where it used to be either. Right. Smashing. Okay. Let's get rid of that bush. Fantastic. Let's have a look. Then we'll create a new course, hopefully with a slightly better turnaround. Let's just get rid of that. There's a bit of soily stuff that I've not actually managed to cover very well there. Let's just check that carefully. I hate it when you... Yeah, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well, as that old saying goes. Ooh. So as it goes over the grass. Right, that's not awful. Yeah, that is true. Let's put a little bit of these. I don't want to go mad with these because they cost a fortune. But right, that'll have to do. Smashing. Not perfect, but not terrible either. A bit of pull the road back in, so I've got the road all the way down here now. Hopefully we'll do the course. Should we create another course and manually do this a little bit? Because this seems to cause a lot of hassle as well. I think we ought to sort of treat this almost like a square. Well, almost a square with a little tiny round bit here. Maybe even, yeah, level this off a little bit because this is going to be awkward now. And then just manually run and do the last little bits, I think. I think it'll help course play to a better course. Right, let's go and see how the potatoes are going. Also, what are we... Yeah, that is a point. Planting. August, September. What are we replanting? Or are we waiting until next year for the... We want soy again. I would like a barley and a wheat for the... Because it does bring in a lot for making the bread. So that would be September, wouldn't it? Canola? Do we need any canola? We need to plant some more canola for oil. It's a lucrative product. I'm trying to think what we do need. Ooh, we could be getting on with this. We could really be clever and pipe them straight into that. I can't remember. Didn't we pipe them into the... We could pipe them straight into this. I never thought of that last time. We could pipe it straight into here. Might be a bit more sensible than last time. Right, okay, I'm going to stop. Yeah, I'm going to cut out for a few minutes, leave the worker working, and then I'm going to cut back in when I've got the belt system pretty much set up, because this is a bit laborious. It really is. Oh my life, what on earth are you doing? Right, that's another thing I want to do. Let's buy that on camera. Select and purchase. No, purchase. Left. Yes. Right, so we bought our animals. Oh. Okay. Not quite enough turnaround space. So I didn't quite do enough then. 7 wasn't quite enough. What is the horsepower requirement for this? Because is it struggling? Is it... Let's have a look. That's the one thing I didn't check. I wouldn't have thought it was that bad, really. 150 horsepower, and our tractor is less than that, but not by a lot. Yeah, 130. I would have thought that was alright, actually. I don't think the narrows are helping, but then I'm trying to be realistic in so much as, yeah, I would trample the rows, especially with this, because it is literally straight. You're going straight on it, so... That's going to actually do that on every single row, though. Right, okay. Now then, yeah, actually that's awful to do like that. Let's grab it with the tractor. Let's pull that back. Yeah, I think we're going to get snarled up on everything. I reckon in a minute we're probably best to take over and do the tapes ourselves. Go into that time lapse. That is the back of the map. Yeah, we'll wait for the... how long does it take them to come back? Quite a while. Yeah, we don't need the quantum for this, do we? Do we? I can't remember. Did we need the quantum? Is that why we bought it? I can't remember. No, you're alright. You can't trample. Right, so we want this to be going straight into the silo, which is something I didn't think of last time. Is it best? Yeah, it's more length, isn't it, really? Then it's got a better reach. Now then, that is a point. Yeah, we're going to want to do it from this edge, aren't we, first of all? This has got a good range, we'll remember that. I should say... Just like to have a look where the end is with your eye. Yeah, that looks not far off. So when we finish with that, that can jump on that. Oh, we can stick that on there for now, though, can't we? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, unfold it. I knew there was a reason, something I was thinking of. Let's grab that on the side. Let's pull that out. Stick this on the PTO. I do love that I know how to use these now. They are fantastic, so reasonable. Especially this, the Versatile one, it is really quite long. Whoa, 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 Gordon Bennett. Right. Let's go grab the other one. Not sure how it'll affect by the potatoes. Doesn't mind at all. Yeah, I've tried the Mark II again and it's still not fixed. Still doesn't work at all. No, I thought it may have been fixed by now, so yeah. Oh no, it does still turn. Probably am best to grab this with the... We missed a row there in the middle. Or it could just pick them up again, I suppose. Right, anyway, I did speak about a time lapse. I think that's probably not a bad thing. I'm going to say my words again, and this time hopefully have a slightly longer time lapse than the last 2-minute one. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Wow, that that took some work. I've got to be honest. Whoa, I'm sure that took longer than last time. I think I've got worse at placements. Definitely, that took an awful lot longer. Either that, or I was so excited that I must admit, I think the very first time that you ever do anything on Farming Simulator, it's exciting and new. But so I don't know whether it is that you just don't notice something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still enjoyed it. I'm not saying that, but what I mean is, it really did. That took that. I was conscious of the time. That was an awful lot more time than I would have thought. I would like to keep this actually like this. Yeah, like I've got the same on Attingham. I think if we stick that next to the BGA, and then all we've got to do is roll it out each year, I think that's a lot better. Not bad. I think with a bit of, I think I'm going to have to try and think of my fine-tuning better. I went straight down the middle of the field. Perhaps that was it. Yeah. Also, I think if we're going to do this again, I would say I love the versatility. It's fantastic. I think the conveyor, if we get enough money to buy that brand new, it's quite expensive, but it would really make this job. Do we? Would you do that if you've got a system that works? If it takes just a bit longer? That's me, I think, as a player, isn't it? It is. Let's leave it. It's going to hit the back. Yeah, it is. Right, smash it. Let's try and get that a bit better. It's not taking any room, any more than is necessary. I don't think that's done any better whatsoever. Yeah, it has been a monster session. It really has. Again, I am a bit confused. I thought I'd emptied all of the potatoes out there, or did I leave a few tons? Because a few minutes ago when I looked, we're like over 200 tons, and we didn't get that much. I think it was. I got 200 tons from. 200 tons from the field on Attingham, which was much bigger than this. If we got over 200 tons, it makes no sense. I mean, I know we did all of the fertilising, and I'm going to have to check an editing. I'm going to have to. It's the only way I can really prove this. So one thing about crops, it doesn't ever tell you how much you've. Not like bales that says you've done 60 bales. It doesn't tell you you've done 200 tons of potatoes. I know I double checked just in case that had ever been added a few months back. Right, so I do like using the belt system. It's quite good. I think with the big versatile. I mean, again, this is quite long. Sorry, the big conveyor. Not this is the versatile. And this is not tiny. And the versatile is massive. Let's stick these together. Yeah, it does work, and yeah, it's a little faffy with the thing, but when you consider it's 2,500, what's not to like? I think for a struggling farmer, I think we'll stick with it though, if I'm on it. Right, yeah, that is it. We are against the edge of the map. Right, smashing. Right, that's everything, isn't it? Yes, I did like that harvester. Very much. The home topper and harvester in one go. Not a massive horsepower either. It's a bit weird, but then again, it would be stuck in the ground, so it would be quite strange with the equivalent of a horn topper and it's digging in the ground. It's okay when it's like not working. It's very swivelly, but yeah, highly recommend this. And reasonable, under 20,000 for this would have. I might not have gone off potatoes if I'd have had something like this on my first field in Horbelleron. I had to hire one of the in-game start-up massive harvesters, which pretty much, yeah, it did. I lost all profit due to the leasing costs. Right, come on, keep it straight. It's difficult as it is, you can do it. Right, well, almost. Almost. Right, let's have a look then. Let's drop these potatoes in and have a look how much the finishing amount is. So I've got to look in editing because, I mean, I was thinking, I've dropped 2, I've dropped 3, so I mean, that in itself is 35. Wasn't always exactly 35, but most of the time it was. I mean, I thought we'd dropped all of the old taters into there, but I'm going to have to check carefully in editing at the last time I did this. Because we are well over 200 tons. Yeah. 250. The very most, we left 50 odd tons in here, the very most. I remember seeing 50 tons, but I thought I'd dropped another thing and I'd only left 15. If that's the case, that is a phenomenal amount of potatoes. I think we ought to. That potato mod I've got on Attingen, but it would mean, well, I suppose it's like the Attingen one. Like any farmer, if you invest in a factory then and you haven't got all the components, then you'd have to buy some stuff in. It's true. But yeah, I am tempted. But there's way too much potatoes to do what we were doing on this alone. And 41, oh, of course, yeah, tick up from the BGA. I'm going to leave it here. Next session we will push on a little bit. I'm very responsive. How much have we got left in here? Right, digest stick on nice one. 43 tons of silage. I'm sure we emptied everything out of this. Yeah, apart from the seeds, of course, which I must remember they're in there. So next month then we are. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a plan. Now we're going to plant any canola. It is lucrative. But I'm trying to think of I'd like to plant some sunflowers, even if it means us buying a planter. Because we haven't got one, have we? I'm sure we haven't. No, we've only got seed. I thought we had. Yeah, I would. I'd like to do sunflowers, I think, because that's equally an oil product, but it has a fantastic sunflowers with the extra straw mod because of how big the stalks are. It produces an insane amount of straw. We've got to, as I've said in a few Let's Plays, it's not about boxing, it's about boxing clever. It really is. We've got to do the very best that we have with this, because I would really love for us to grab that field. Yeah, now we've got... How long does it take for... They're adults as well, those 100. Let's have a quick look on sheep. What does it say? I think you need to... Yeah, I think I need to actually go and... No, it doesn't. Right, they're age 8 months. So I don't know how long is it 5 months, the gestation period? I think that does tell you over there. Let's have a quick, just before I get out and leave everything. Let's just have a quick look. I'm sure it says 5 months, in which case, in 5 months... I bet it did say actually gestation 5 months. So yeah, in 5 months time, so August, September, October, November, December, January, next year on January we should have 100 births, and this should be full. And then 5 months later, no, 8 months, they'll be adults. So yeah, August, January, really next August, a complete year, and we will have all adults on the farm. So that is amazing. So then, let's have a look. Plan of action. We still do need... Yeah, we do need either... Yeah, are we going to go chickens? If we're going to do the taters, we are going to need chickens, in which case we ought to do quite a lot. I think we ought to do... Oh, and it's barley. I think we ought to do this entire field of barley. And are we going to move the taters and be realistic? Let's have a look at our fields. There's not much in it on this side. I could do this half as... That's a lot of taters. I don't think we need to do taters next year. Although if we're going to do that, then we're going to take our stock. So we are either leaving our taters and leaving taters alone for a year and do them the year after. In which case... let me think about it. Yeah, definitely, because that tater mod's good, but you're going to need to keep feeding it if that's the case. So we've got enough to keep it going, but we would still need to keep it going. It's no good like pulling out of the potato business. So I think potatoes is definitely what we need to do. So in which case, let's have a look at plan of attack. Potatoes. Right, they are next year, so March. Potatoes, soy, April, so that's next year, and that coming up with the plant. Or a cedar. Sugar beet, do we need sugar? No, we don't. We need... Yeah. So barley, because it's a month earlier. That's what I like about barley. and barley, sunflowers, soybeans and potatoes. That's our 4 fields. If I remember next session, of course. This is me. Right, anyway, yes, I am going to leave it there. It's been a monster session, very productive. I cannot get over that this field, with its bonus and all that we've done, produced as much as the bigger field on Attingham, unless it is. That's a point. Let me have a quick look. I just want to record this, because actually, yeah, you can't, really. Yeah, because it tells you the entire field is 2.11 hectares. So I can't really say, and it's way less than that. Way less. It's more like a third, and this other half is 2/3. Right, anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. As always, as shareholders in the farm, I always look forward to your comments. If there's anything you'd like to say, anything you'd like to see, or then, yeah, please by all, even mods. We've got enough money to invest a little bit, and we're going to get plenty of, yeah. I mean, there's no more straw to go in, so that digestate, once that's gone, you know, probably about 70 tons. So again, we're not going to make a fortune in the back end. Grass, August. Let's have a look, what stage is it? I think it's growth stage. I think it was first. No, second. So that'll be grown in September. Ah, that's good. At least we're not cutting in November. It'll have a chance to sort of recover a little bit. So we'll cut that next month in September. It'll have October and November to grow. It dies back one stage, and then it'll start the year after with first or second growth stage. So that's perfect. So we'll have one more cut off this little field. And I know 50 odd tons. This will be interesting to see if this mod kicks in and if these do start to eat the grass. That's what I'm looking forward to, because that's proper grass. You don't get more proper than that. So if it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to check the mods and see if there's something on YouTube about it, which I'm quite sure there will be, just so that I've got a better understanding in case I've not done something. But as far as I watched Disturbed Simulations on their thing about this, I'm sure that it was standalone. You don't have to have the Maize Plus, because that brings in so much complication that I just, at the minute, don't really want to get my head around. I have tried a few times. It's just seems a bit, I don't know, I suppose it's like anything. It seems a bit complicated. It might not be. It's just one of those things. To be honest, I remember thinking that about seasons in FS19, that it was very complicated, and it was. But it didn't take you long. If you dip your foot in the water, you begin to grasp a little bit, and then a little bit more, and before long you know almost everything there is to know about it. Anyway, yes, I'm going to say goodbye for now.